story of Gordon and Feaster, born in Ohio the day before Easter. Had a normal childhood, did okay in school. Graduated from Columbus High in 1962. Now he's open all night. Open all night. Went away to college, but he didn't do that good. So the army drafted him and he got sent to Fort Hood. Served a 2-year hitch, never went overseas. Spent a year peeling potatoes and a year copping seas. Now he's open all night. Open all night. And old Gordon sort of drifted this way and that. At times he had some money, other times he was flat. He always seemed to manage, so he never saved a cent. Sure, it was a struggle, but he always paid the rent. Now he's open all night. Yeah. Open all night. And that takes us up to 1974. And now old Gordon runs a grocery store with a wife named Gretchen who hangs around the house, and her son named Terry by a previous spouse. Gordon sits behind the counter and hock up to his nose in a dinner in a pickle in a store that's never closed, and he's open all night. 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 Open all night.
Open all night. Brought to you by Safeguard. What soap gives you unbeatable deodorant soap protection plus a rich, smooth lather? Fresh-smelling Safeguard. No wonder it's always the smallest soap in the house.
Your chinchillas are here. Where do you want them?
Excuse me?
Is this 364?
Yes.
I got your chinchillas.
Mr. Feaster, are we selling chinchillas now?
I think this might be a mistake.
Do I look like an idiot? This guy just told me this is 364. It says right here, deliver chinchillas, 364 Sneckner Avenue.
That's the name of the store, not the address.
Why do you call it 364?
Because it's open every day except Christmas.
Oh, that's clever. What genius thought that one up?
I did.
Darn good idea, really. Years ahead of its time.
Anything else?
Yeah, can you tell me how to get to the intersection of Lipton and Gweets?
Oh, sure. You make a left at the light, go down 4 short blocks, get on the San Diego Freeway, and get off at the Lipton exit, then veer right, and Gweets is just 2 blocks down.
Wow, thank you. Really. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
That's okay. That's $1.60 for your Melmac beer stein.
I have the exact change.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Those are wonderful directions. What a guy.
Mail call. Feaster.
Yo!
Feaster.
No!
Feaster.
No!
Hoffmeister.
Yo.
Hoffmeister?
Yeah, that's my dad's name. Larry Bud Hoffmeister.
Well, here's a package for you, Hoffmeister.
Great, probably another back scratcher. My dad's always sending me back scratchers.
How come?
It's just his way of saying, I'm thinking about your back. Hey, Mom, here's a letter for you from Larry Bud.
What a jerk. What a weasel.
Greetings from Reno, the biggest little city in the world. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, what's nice about it? I got 50 of them just like it. Greetings from Detroit. Greetings from Nashville. Greetings from Mobile. Greetings from Kalamazoo.
Okay. You don't have to name every city. You get back scratches from all over the U.S.
And Mexico. Greetings from Tijuana. Greetings from Ensenada. Greetings from Guadalajara.
Okay.
What a jerk. What a weasel. Well, he's coming to town. He wants to see you, Terry.
Well, I don't want to see him.
Why not? He's your father.
He's a jerk and a weasel.
He wasn't a jerk and a weasel to you. He was a jerk and a weasel to me.
Well, there must have been something about him. I mean, you married him.
Yeah, well, I married a lot of guys in those days. But this one was the jerkiest of them all. One night, he said he was going out for a pack of gum. He never came back.
What a weasel.
That's 15 years ago.
Well, maybe he's changed. 15 years is a long time.
Yeah, people do change. 15 years ago, I was a thin, small white guy from Switzerland.
Is my dad here yet?
No. What are you wearing? Your Fabian outfit?
What's that supposed to mean?
You're all dressed up.
Oh, I'm not. I always look like this.
Okay. I see you're not dressed up either. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna, organize the junk drawer. I've been meaning to clean it up for weeks.
Yeah, you couldn't do that in a sweatshirt.
Why don't you get into something a little more presentable?
Because I don't care what Larry Budd thinks of me.
I don't care what he thinks of me either. I just don't want him to get the idea he was lucky to have left me.
Well, I don't think he's going to show up. I'm going to go change.
Boy, after all these years, the jerk makes an appointment with his son and stands him up.
I guess the weasel in a guy dies hard.
I'll get it. No, you get it. No, I'll get it.
Let's both get it.
I'll get it. You just lay there.
It's me.
Hi, Larry Budd.
Guess what? I got the gum. Is this a little Buckaroo?
Oh, this little Buckaroo is my husband. That's Gordon Feaster.
Gordon, howdy. Larry Bud Hoffmeister.
Howdy to you, too, Larry Budd.
Dad?
Well, you take a look at the little Buckaroo. I can't believe how big he's gotten. Why, you must have doubled. No, tripled in size since I saw you last.
Last time you saw me, I was 2 years old.
Well, that explains it. You look a little different, too. A little older, a little shorter. A few more lines and wrinkles than I remember.
Boy, Larry Budd, you really know how to make a woman feel like a hag.
Oh, what's the difference? It's been so long since I saw you both. Would you mind taking our picture?
I don't have a camera. Look, why don't we all sit down?
Can I get you something to drink?
I'll have the usual.
I don't remember what that is.
Milk and maple syrup.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Easy on the milk. So, what's the little Buckaroo been up to all these years?
Well, since you saw me last, I went through early childhood, regular childhood, and puberty, and now I'm just finishing up adolescence.
Boy, that's great. Stay with it. So, how have you been? What's new with the rodeo queen?
Well, let's see. What's new with me? Right after you left, I didn't trust men for a while. I swore off gum. But I started dating again, and I met someone I thought was pretty special. We got married. Then came the gradual realization that things weren't working out, along with the old failure to communicate, and eventually we got divorced. That left me pretty hostile for a while. I didn't trust men, but I went back to gum, and I started dating again, and I met someone that I thought was pretty special. We got married, and Then came the gradual realization that things weren't working out, along with the old failure to communicate. And we got divorced, and I vowed I'd never get married again, but I met someone. Thought it was pretty special. Gordon. Here we are.
One of the great modern fairy tales.
What have I been doing? A little of everything. I've been a poet, a puppet, a pirate, a pauper, a pawn, and a king. I've been up and down and over. But I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up, get back in the race.
That's life.
That's what people say. Now, when a man has spent time on the 7 seas, seen the snows of Kilimanjaro and the white cliffs of Dover, and slept alone on the Continental Divide, he soon finds out what matters in life. What's really important. I have a clean glass. This one has spots.
You really slept alone on the Continental Divide?
I sure did, Buckaroo. I've seen the sun rise on the painted desert. I've watched storm clouds gather in the Panhandle.
Wow, you've been everywhere.
Where you living now, Larry?
Van Nuys. Here's the Woodman off-ramp.
That's where I'd settle.
Hope to stay there forever. Things work out the way I hope they will between me and Gretchen.
What are you talking about?
Talking about me and the little Buckaroo. I want him to come and live with me.
Oh, absolutely not.
Gretchen, let's not be hasty.
I'm not going to let my son move in with some drifter who doesn't even have a job.
I have a job. I'm managing the apartment where I live in Van Nuys. I'm responsible for 12 units and the game room.
I'm sold. Terry, go pack.
Now, wait just a minute now. This is my life we're talking about. Doesn't anybody want to know my opinion?
What is your opinion?
I don't know. What do you think, Mom?
Gordon, may I talk to you a minute?
Can I freshen your syrup?
Do you think it's the right thing to do?
Absolutely, yes. A kid like Terry needs a variety of experience to ripen into whatever it is he's ripening into. You've had 17 years with him. Don't be greedy. Give somebody else a turn.
But I'm worried.
Don't even bother to worry. Van Nuys is less than an hour away. And if it doesn't work out, well, let's not discuss that. I say live for today.
Terry, Gordon and I think that it's okay if you want to.
Well, I've never been to Van Nuys before.
It's magnificent this time of year.
Okay, well, I'll try it for a while.
You won't be sorry, Buckaroo.
Now you listen to me, Larry Bud. You better take care of him. You better make sure he eats right, dresses right, and calls me sometimes. And if you go out for a pack of gum, you better damn well come back.
Now, don't worry. He's my son, too.
Okay, I'm all set.
Is that all you're taking, a pair of shoes?
No, Gordon. This is my suit. It's really hard to pull tweed. I'll send for my shoes later.
Nice to meet you, Gordon.
Goodbye, Gordon. Goodbye, Mom.
Goodbye. Oh, honey. Now, you go easy on those Clark bars now. And brush your teeth sometimes. You send me a back scratcher.
admit it's a little lonely around here without the kid.
The key word there is little.
What'd you think of Hoffmeister?
I think Larry Bud's a great guy. He's a free spirit. He asks no quarter and gives none.
He asked me for a quarter so he could buy him a Big Mac with cheese.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Do you remember me? I was in here the other day and you gave me the directions.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the suit.
Yeah. I had to come back here and thank you. Those were wonderful directions. They got me exactly where I needed to go. It was great. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's okay. Well, what can I do for you today?
Since you're sort of good at this kind of thing, I was wondering if you could suggest a really nice restaurant in the area.
Do you like prime rib?
How do you do it? I love prime rib.
Well, try Meat and Wheat. That's on the corner of Hoover and Melrose, and it's the best prime rib in town.
Great. Fantastic. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. What a guy.
How could you buy that guy's line?
Well, I look like a prime rib lover.
I'm talking about Hoffmeister.
Oh, that Hoffmeister's a full-blown weasel. How could you let a sweet kid like Terry go off with a jerk like that?
Oh, what do you know about it?
It's my job to know, okay?
But the kid wanted to go, okay?
I went ahead and ran a make on the guy like you asked me to.
Who asked you to?
He did.
You did?
I did.
It's a good thing, too. Tell him what you found, Edie.
He does have a couple of priors, but nothing big. He's got a 22,400A.
What's that?
Driving too slowly on the freeway.
The guy was only going 11 miles an hour.
They should give him the chair.
Oh, yeah, well, that's just the half of it. Tell him what else, Edie.
He had a 27,001.
What's that?
Honking a car horn in a hospital zone.
Call the hangman.
Yeah, well, make light of it, Mr. Feaster, but not a guy is scot-free, driving around at a snail's pace, waking up helpless newborns.
Well, there's no use sitting by the phone. He's not coming home.
Gretchen, he's not dead. He's just in Van Nuys.
If you want, we can cruise by the apartment tonight and maybe go in and check on him.
I'm not going over there at night.
See? The neighborhood's not safe.
That's not true, Mrs. Feaster. Steve won't go into any neighborhood at night.
Gordon, you never should have sent him away.
Me, it was his decision. Okay, I encouraged him, but that's not so terrible, is it?
I think it is.
Thanks for the moral support.
I wish I could back you up, Mr. Feaster, but I think the guy's...
I know, a weasel.
And a jerk.
Well, I was going to say he's not the ultimate role model.
But how do you know that Terry's having a terrible time? For all we know, those two guys could be having the time of their lives.
Yabba-dabba-doo! Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From the town of Bedrock, tear a page right out of history. When you're with the Flintstones, yabba-dabba-dabba-doo time. A dabba-doo time. We'll have a gay old time. Oh, this is a good one. Pebbles brings home a stray dinosaur, and I don't want to give it away.
So is this all we're gonna do all day? Every day?
Not Sunday. They're not on Sunday. Oh, Flintstones. You ready for lunch yet? Want some cereal?
Well, why don't we go out for lunch?
Well, I can't go out today. I got a whole list of things I got to do around the apartment. It's the end of the month. A lot of things go wrong at the end of the month. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Bam Bam just got carried away by a pterodactyl. This is the part where... Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you.
I think I've seen this one anyway. I'm pretty hungry, Dad.
We'll go out in a little while. Right after the Jetsons.
So are we really gonna go to the Continental Divide next month?
Sure are, Buckaroo.
When can we leave?
Hey, Buckaroo, easy on the questions, huh? We gotta get settled here first, get to know each other better, make up for lost time. Oh, Barney's gone and done it again. He's so stupid.
Well, maybe I should get a job and start saving some extra money.
Well, they're looking for a night manager at that 364 store down the street.
You don't know much about me, do you? I worked at a 364 store for about a third of my life.
Commercial.
I think I'm on a...
Let's get some more popcorn.
More popcorn? How much popcorn can we eat?
You kidding? Popcorn kept this old Wrangler alive many a cruel winter on the frozen tundra.
Were you ever really on the frozen tundra?
Sure, partner. Didn't you get my back scratcher from Saskatoon? Oh, here comes the scary part. Pebbles almost falls into a tar pit. I always have to keep telling myself it's just a cartoon, just a cartoon.
Why'd you run away from me when I was 2 years old?
Huh? Gum. I needed gum.
You didn't want the responsibility, did you?
You were a baby. It's different now, see? We're pals. Buckaroo buddies.
Oh, yeah. Buckaroo buddies.
Hey, it's time for clutch cargo. I'm crazy about clutch cargo. We can switch back and forth between clutch and the Jetsons. We should get a remote control.
Dad, I'm gonna go out for a while.
Where you going, son?
I'm gonna go get a pack of gum.
Great. Pick some up for me. I like Adam's licorice. No, grape. Get me grape. I love grape.
I've got to find out how Terry is. I'm going to see him.
Wait till Bonanza's over. I'll go with you. Us and little Joe hired a new foreman. He's not working out.
Will you just let me know what happens? I've got to go. Terry! Oh. Oh, honey. Oh. It's so good to see you. Where's your dad?
He's, back in Van Nuys, waiting for me to bring him back some gum.
There's double mint in the kitchen drawer.
That's not what he means, Gordon. You're not going back there, are you?
No.
He was a jerk, wasn't he?
No, he's not a jerk, Mom. He's just different, that's all. He's a buckaroo.
He must go where the wild goose goes.
That's right, Gordon. He's the next of kin to the wayward wind.
He's a tumbling tumbleweed.
He's a rootin' tootin' highfalutin.
Son of a gun from Arizona.
He's a lone cowhand from the Rio Grande.
But his legs ain't bowed and his cheeks ain't tan.
He's a cowboy.
Okay, let's drop it.
He started it.
Did not.
Did too.
Okay.
Get along, little doggy.
Stop, please. I just want to know that you're gonna stay with us.
Yeah, I'm back for good. Yeah. Older, wiser, and starved.
Have some popcorn.
No. For once, I'd like something nutritious.
Do you think you ever want to see your dad again?
Well, sure. I like Larry Bud, but I don't want to watch cartoons for the rest of my life. So I might go another year or two, sure. But then I'm gonna lay off.
Well, I gained a stepson, but I lost a den. Come on, Terry, we got to set your bed up. And then we got to drag your mattress back in from the alley.
Wait, later, Gordon. It's almost time for Gumby. He was once a little green slab of clay. Gumby. Pokey's so stupid.
Hi. It's me again. The dinner recommendation.
Oh, yeah, right. How'd it turn out?
Unbelievable. Great. You have been so helpful to me. I just had to come by and thank you again.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Could I ask you another question? It's about my career.
What about it?
All right, let's say, for example, that you had hosted The Tonight Show. Then you had your own show. And then the network gives you, like, a multi-million-dollar contract, pay or play.
I hear you.
Would you go out and do a guest shot on some sitcom? I'll tell you, Feaster, the world's gone crazy.
Open all night. Brought to you by Head & Shoulders Regular and Conditioning Formula for extra manageability, so everyone can control dandruff and manage just beautifully.
Monday, a human torpedo gets on target. A parachuting dog joins a famed Army airborne unit and a ghost haunts hospitals' hallways. That's incredible. Then Arkansas clashes with 9th-ranked North Carolina in the Gator Bowl, live. Now stay tuned for Making a Living next, followed by The Love Boat, here on ABC.